Check, check. Good morning. This is a test of the wireless backup microphone. This is a test of the second backup wireless microphone, and it does seem to be working, so that's cool. Two. And center podium mic. Cool.
right, I'll go up and show it to Caleb then. I'm down on the field right now. Okay, I'll do that. Record, right? Okay, thanks. Cool. They're not pumping anything through, that's why. There's no audio coming out right now. Yep. Yep, I agree. Thanks, man. See ya. Bye. Sorry, Manny, what'd you say?
Get it together.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. My little pony, little, 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 little. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you shared its magic with me. My little pony, little, 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 little. A friend for life, that's what you are to me. A friend for life, that's what you are to me. I couldn't see what was right there in front of me. Turned my back, got my mind off track, yeah. You saw a world that was so
Nice and broad at the beginning here. Give you 3. 1, 5 minutes? Good. All right, third movement. Don't forget the DC. And the fine comes in just before the trio, right? Okay. Okay, we all set? Flip it down. That breeze feels great. Keep it coming. Okay, here we go. 2 beats.
Good morning, and welcome to Anza College. This is our 49th annual commencement exercise, and we're glad that you were able to join us this morning. In a moment, we will start our processional, but I do want to remind you that everyone is here to see their relative graduate. I understand it's very warm out there, but your umbrellas may be impeding the visual of someone else. So please be courteous and mindful of the other guests that are here today to enjoy the graduation of their relative. In a moment, we will start the procession. Thank you.
We all set? 3 beats.
Good morning. Good morning. Now, you know, we could have started at 7 and it would have been marginally less hot. We can all sit down. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Foothill De Anza Community College District, the Foothill De Anza Chancellor Judy Minor, and the faculty and staff of De Anza College, I want to welcome you, the class of 2016, your families and your friends, to this year's graduation. Today marks De Anza's 49th annual commencement ceremony. That means next year will be 50. We're here to celebrate you, our graduates, and your accomplishments. You are here today because you chose and remained on a path that required hard work, persistence, confidence, focus. This year, 2,000 students will graduate from De Anza with degrees and certificates. This college has a deserved reputation as among the very finest in the United States, and it is because of you, the graduates, the work you have done, and the work you will do. We're honored that you chose to come to De Anza and for bringing to us your experiences, your wisdom, your hearts. An event of this magnitude is a result of hard work, plain and simple. The work of the graduates, most of all, but also of the many staff who labored to make this event one you'll remember for a lifetime. This means the overall coordination, physical setup of this site, the sign language interpretation and captioning, the music, the videography, the design and printing of the program, the attention to every last detail. All to honor you. Please join me in thanking those who have worked on this event. And I'd like to acknowledge and offer special thanks to the Office of Communications, Vanessa Smith, Tommy Ale, Steve Wynn, in the area of college operations, Paula Joseph and Tony Arlano, Manny De Silva, Joe Cook, and their custodial and ground staff colleagues. Finally, I want to call out Associate Vice President of College Operations, Donna Jones-Doolin, who has long provided leadership for our graduation and for whom this is the final commencement ceremony, as she will be retiring in the fall. Every part of this college, when you walk across it, its wonderful sense of place has been influenced by Donna. The building design, the construction, the renovation, the maintenance, the landscaping, the environmental sustainability. This college has 9 LEED Platinum certified buildings, thanks in large part to Donna. We owe Donna Jones-Doolin our thanks. She's embarrassed and annoyed at me, but that's the way of it. I'd now like to introduce the locally elected trustees of the Foothill De Anza Community College District. It's my pleasure to welcome each of our trustees. President of the Board, Joan Barham. Vice President, Laura Casas. Trustee Betsy Bechtel. Trustee Pearl Cheng. And Trustee Bruce Swenson. Let me now introduce you to our newly elected student trustee who serves with our publicly elected trustees, Elias Kamal. and our student trustee for this just concluding year, Arjun Gadkari. And we are, of course, pleased to have with us the Chancellor of the Foothill De Anza Community College District, Dr. Judy Miner. And we also welcome, to honor all of you, the district vice chancellors and other members of the district and college leadership. They're back there. I'd like then to acknowledge the distinguished members of our faculty and staff who have dedicated their professional lives to this work, to you, our students, and who are retiring from De Anza. Those who could not be with us today are acknowledged in your printed programs and have been honored at the many receptions we've held during the past few weeks. 2 of our retiring faculty members are here as one of their final contributions to honor our graduates. With us today are Angela Buchanan, who taught in early childhood development, and Diane Mathios, who taught mathematics. These 2 members of our faculty represent all of those members of their class, if I can call them that, who have contributed in 1,000 ways to the success of our students over many, many years. Our other faculty retirees, along with classified professional retirees, again, are listed in the printed program. We also want to recognize today the departing Associate Vice President of Instruction, Rowena Tamaneng, who is on stage with us. Now I'm really going to embarrass her, and that's okay. She joined us 20 years ago as an English instructor and later was the founding co-director of what was then the Institute for Community and Civic Engagement. She also served as the interim dean of language arts. For the last 6 years as our associate vice president, she's overseen the Academic Services Division, the Office of Equity, Social Justice, and Multicultural Education, the Library, Student Success Center. She also was responsible for bringing to us a number of important national grants. Rowena leaves De Anza on July 14th to become the new president of Berkeley City College. Berkeley thinks they're cool. They have no idea what they're in for. No day of the year is as meaningful as this. Whether our graduates plan to transfer to a 4-year college or university, or enter or re-enter the workforce, we know you'll continue your education throughout your lives. You are the next generation who will lead our communities, our region, our state, and our country with vision and passion and compassion for each other. Looking out at you, we up here are optimistic about a future you will build. We will always remember you and your many contributions to our community. As you take the next step forward, I ask you to remember what you received from the college and continue to take responsibility for becoming an active, engaged participant in your community. I'd like as well a special note of gratitude to your families, to the mothers and fathers and guardians, husbands and wives and partners, sisters and brothers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and children, whose commitment and support made all the difference. We know that many of you made great sacrifices so that members of your families could graduate today, and today we honor you along with your graduates. Graduates, could you, even in the constrained space that you've got, could you turn and rise and applaud your families? You can now turn around and you do notice the slogan we have around here at Anza, it's modest. We say we are simply the best. That's actually really true of our students. The awards, the scholarships, the accolades our students receive this year are far too many to enumerate. Hundreds of our graduates are receiving scholarships, commendations, acclamations. Students from athletics to creative arts, journalism to liberal arts, mathematics to nursing and beyond. We applaud these successes because they indicate the extraordinary talent among our students, and yet other talents that each and every one of you have are not typically recognized through awards. These are the talents each of you have in your hearts, the talents of perseverance and will and intelligence each of our graduates demonstrated through their daily work, the countless hours of homework and reading and research, sandwiched in among equally countless hours of employment, raising families, juggling extended family and rent payments, and even occasionally a social life. Very occasionally, I know. What's more, and we believe as important, each of you who are graduating from Anza has worked collaboratively at this college with men and women different from yourself, from different countries and cultures and languages. You have crafted a common ability to celebrate each other and our common humanity. This is no small achievement. In a country currently racked by a politics of racism and xenophobia, for our students to reach out to each other and craft a common community of affection and love is a gesture of great power and strength. This country needs you to continue that work. We have to stand against those who attack us and those who attack the communities we are building. Each of you can continue to speak out. Each of you can advocate. Each of you can organize. And yes, those who are citizens can vote. I want to move now to our commencement speaker. One who has been deeply engaged at Anza, who has been an advocate since her arrival, is a model for many of us in her work. This year, we are pleased to welcome for the first time in these 49 years, a student speaker, one of you, a graduating student, Mia Xochitl Hernandez. Mia is a political science major. She's the winner of the $20,000 Carl Piester Scholarship to the University of California, Santa Cruz. She's a community organizer, a mentor, co-president of Latino Empowerment at Anza, or LEAD, an active participant in the Vasconcelos Institute for Democracy and Action, from which she obtained her leadership and social change certificate. Please join me in welcoming Mia Hernandez.
Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for that warm introduction. And thank you all for being here today to celebrate ourselves and each other. My name is Mia Xochitl Hernandez, and I'm here today to talk about stories and familia. I hope you're wearing your sunscreen. I know I'm feeling the burn. Growing up Chicana, my Mexican-American identity has always been centered around familia, meaning family. Last quarter, while sitting in Rosana Alvarez's Chicano history class, she asked us, "Who do you bring with you?" Meaning, who do you carry with you along the way? As we went around the room, my classmates shared with us who motivates them to follow their dreams, pursue their education, and work on their personal growth. From parents to children to siblings or friends, each person in our classroom had someone unique to their story that inspired them to be with us that day. These people are always with us. Familia are the people who keep you grounded, and they help you find motivation to accomplish your goals. These are the people who challenge you to do your best. They're with us every day. They're with us when we're preparing for our hard exam and we sacrifice family time so that we can study. They're with us when we're working a second job to help make rent payments and find ourselves doing homework during our lunch breaks. They're there when we've lost our way and we consider giving up. And they're there when we're ready to keep going. These are the people that you call to pick you up late from work, the people you share meals with, cry with, celebrate birthdays with, and yes, pull all-nighters with. But above all, these are who you choose to call your family. Sometimes there are parents, grandparents, siblings, or children, but sometimes our familia also come in the form of friends, professors, coaches, and mentors. And yes, sometimes our real families lose their way from us, or maybe we choose to lose our way from them. But in doing so, we discover ourselves and create our own families who help us realize the strength that we have in each other. Much like real family, we may not always like each other, but we always love each other. This is the reality of family. Familia transcends bloodlines and includes those friends who have become a part of our intricate systems of support. You see, when I first arrived at De Anza, I thought it would simply be a 2-year stop on my path towards university. Well, those 2 years flew by, and here I am 4 years later. And I soon began to think of my time at De Anza as an intricate labyrinth. I found myself facing walls, taking 1 step forward, 2 steps back, a time that we have all experienced. At times, I found it frustrating and unsure if I would ever be able to come out on the other side. However, each obstacle provided me a lesson to learn. Roadblocks like failing intermediate algebra 3 times led me to a community of support in the Math Performance Success Program. And I learned it's okay to ask someone to explain that math problem to you for a 5th time. Challenges that came with struggling through anxiety and mental health issues for months led me to finally meet with counseling and health services and taught me that it's okay to not be okay and to ask for help. And then there was that one time when I failed my public speaking class, but now I'm here with you today. And that taught me to always have a good sense of humor. You see, there's many paths that we take as De Anza community college students. The challenges that we face at community college lead us to experiences that we would not have otherwise had if our paths had been straight and smooth. In failing my math class, I learned to work with my learning disability and ask for academic support. In addressing my mental health, I was able to find solidarity with my peers who were also struggling. And in taking 4 years at De Anza, I've been able to experience and witness the power of familia in action across our campus. My first experience with familia on campus was with a program called Latino Empowerment at De Anza, a learning community and club on campus centered around community service, social justice, and yes, familia. Through the relationships of small groups of students working together in the classroom, students are able to realize their connections to larger social institutions and their roles as global citizens. As a lead mentor, I facilitated discussions in class and built relationships with my classmates. We learned from one another. I learned through the stories of my peers how to foster an environment for personal growth. You see, at De Anza, we're taught that everyone has unique points of view. Each of our points of view matters, and we all have something that we can teach one another. I felt my whole class embrace our own stories and experiences, bringing them to the table to create new ideas or campus projects. Familia made a space where it was okay to openly love and empathize with one another. We came to De Anza carrying obstacles and challenges uniquely our own, but as we learned to problem solve here at De Anza, our actions and leadership not only helped us solve our own problems, but help each other solve the ones that we were going through. You see, with powerful love and empathy comes drive and devotion to create and shape communities not only that we want to see, but ones that we know we deserve. This power of familia, no matter your experiences at De Anza, extends across our campus. Because in some places, people see a problem and walk away from it, saying that it's hopeless or what's the use. But at De Anza, people see a problem and they work together to solve it. From the students who saw a need for a women, gender, and sexuality center, the students who saw the demand for better public transportation, the students who fought to create an undocumented student resource center, and the international students who help us get settled into new lives every day. Our students advocate for equity in communal spaces. We claim our stories as our voices and our power. The individuals that we've met in our time at De Anza make up 23,000 unique narratives that come from all walks of life and all corners of the world. I've come to learn and love all of these different realities and the stories that inspire our community. Stories like those of students like Michelle Bunkusan and Vicente Gomez, who transferred from state universities seeking more campus resources, and then in coming to De Anza, found a home to thrive in as community organizers. I'm just gonna take this off because it's slipping. Students who are mothers like Jennifer Torres, who teach us that it's never too late to come back to school. Students like Josh Rodriguez, who teach us that loyalty and creativity make a world of difference. International students like Marco Monroy, who came to De Anza in hopes of continuing his education at a California university and grew into a campus leader fighting for equity on DASB. Students like Mina Aslan and Tao Lei, who may have lost their way in high school, but embraced the power of their voices at De Anza and continuously fight for student and human rights. We each have our own stories, but when we come together, we grow in a way where we use each other as our momentum to succeed in ways that we dream of. I've come to know Familia as not only a value, but a powerful force of motivation. Familia teaches us that the greatest way to overcome challenges of inequities or injustice is to remember the shared struggle of the people with us and the people before us. The idea that some histories are left unrecorded motivates me to find stories, learn from yours, and craft new ones. Author Chimamanda Adichie states in her Danger of a Single Story, "Stories matter. Many stories matter. Stories have been used to dispossess, but stories can also be used to empower and to humanize. And so, as De Anza students, no matter where our future takes us, we must claim our stories as our power and use them to teach one another to love and create change." There's a lot to be learned from this idea that stories matter. The wealth of knowledge that we gain from one another can be used to better tell our collective story, our De Anza story, and teach generations to come. We can learn from the injustices that those before us have faced and those that we still struggle with today. And we can work together to change our communities. When people are telling us to build up walls and spread hate, we must push back and use love to teach one another. We've made it this far by learning from our experiences, but it took a community. It took De Anza Community College. So for that, we say thank you today. We say thank you to all the professors and staff for being our educators, mentors, counselors, and friends. To the familias here today, thank you for your constant support. It wasn't always easy, and sometimes prioritizing schoolwork meant more responsibilities on you all. Thank you for helping us when we were working multiple jobs and took on a full-time course load. Thank you for helping us through all-nighters. Thank you for the childcare. And thank you for believing in our dreams when we lost our way. And to the class of 2016, thank you for bravely creating community and inspiring each other with your stories. Congratulations, class of 2016. We did it.
Thank you, Mia. We were proud of you as our student, and we suspect we will be proud to count you among our alumni. Once again, thank you. We have a few recognitions that matter, which we would like to do before the procession across the stage, which all of you are waiting for. I'd like to recognize first three people who will be presented honorary medallions for their contributions to De Anza this year, and without whose contributions our work would be significantly harder. First, Ms. Mera Cruz, President of the Academic Senate. Second is Ms. Lorna Maynard, President of the Classified Senate. Thank you. And third is Mr. Marco Monroy, immediate past president of the De Anza Associated Student Body. For those of you who are family, the Academic Senate, the Classified Senate, and the Associated Student Body is an extraordinary array of talent and dedication. These three people represent dozens of their colleagues, and between them they have contributed thousands of hours of work to this college throughout the year. Thank you again to each of them. Finally, some scholarship winners. Each year, De Anza College students receive more than $500,000 in scholarships. As part of our commencement ceremony today, we will present two special student awards. They are not individually worth $500,000. First, I'm pleased to announce the first of two recipients of the President's Award, which is given to students who have overcome great adversity in achieving his or her degree. First, Jacqueline Doe was tested and diagnosed with a learning disability. This diagnosis did not define or limit her, but rather provided her with a greater self-awareness and understanding. As a result, Jacqueline learned to share her experiences and was accepted into De Anza's middle college program, in which she could be part of a supportive and diverse community. Jackie is a liberal arts major with a focus in science, math, and engineering. She will be transferring to the University of California, Los Angeles, and majoring in psychobiology. Our second President's Award scholarship today is Yatsiri Ortiz. Yatsiri's family immigrated to the United States in 1999 when she was only 3 years old. A signal event in her life was then the death of her abuelo, who had stayed in Mexico and whose funeral Yatsiri's mother could not attend for fear of not being able to re-enter the United States. This made Yatsiri vocal about her status. Why, she wonders, do some want to take away her rights because, as she puts it, the 9 digits she lacks? We here at De Anza wonder the very same thing. She has volunteered on campus with higher education for AB 540 students, known as HEFAS. She's a liberal arts major with a focus in science, math, and engineering. Yatsiri will also be transferring to the University of California, Los Angeles for a degree in cognitive science. Congratulations to you. To present the A. Robert DeHart Scholarship, we now turn to our Vice President of Student Services, Dr. Stacy Cook.
That was magic, wasn't it? This annual scholarship for service is presented in memory of A. Robert DeHart, founding president of De Anza College, who served in that role for 25 years. This year's award winner is Viral Patel. Viral was a part of College Now, a program which Fremont Union High School District seniors can earn college credits. Viral graduated from Fremont High School 2 weeks ago, and today receives from De Anza an AA in Liberal Arts, Business and Computer Information Systems emphasis. Viral has expert computer skills, which first got him into trouble in the 5th grade. He later realized he could turn his interest into a positive force as a profession. Viral has worked with Comtech at De Anza, helping to refurbish computers donated for low-income students. He has also volunteered at Kaiser Permanente and has been a summer camp counselor in Sunnyvale. Twice a month, he also helps in the kitchen at the Hindu temple his family attends. He will begin taking courses at UC Berkeley this summer and plans to earn a master's in computer science and help nonprofit organizations improve their security network systems. Viral is also a UC Regents Scholarship winner, which is a very high honor. Congratulations, Viral.
We're getting close. We have a few steps here. First, we introduce, again, the President of the Academic Senate, Myra Cruz, who will deliver the faculty charge to the students. Then we come to the moment you're waiting for. Charge away.
I'll charge away and quick. Good morning, and on behalf of our faculty, I welcome graduates, families, friends, colleagues, trustees, Mia Hernandez, beautiful, and distinguished guests. A special thank you to your family and friends for the unconditional love and support and for their contributions to your success. Graduates, today we celebrate your accomplishments. This is only the start, and stay in tune, please, with our current realities. Malcolm X once said, "So early in my life, I have learned that if you want something, you had to better make some noise." On Thursday morning, I woke up to the news that the Supreme Court ruled against deferred action for Parents of America and expanded deferred action for childhood arrivals, the two initiatives announced by President Obama to provide deportation relief and work permits to an estimated 5 million undocumented immigrants. Students at De Anza and their family, and students all over California community colleges who are immigrants are affected by this ruling. If you want something, we gotta better make some noise. We must speak up against the hostile rhetoric and in support of the hardworking people and communities who contribute to our society on a daily basis. If you want something, you better make some noise. We must believe and act on education, not deportation, fight against Islamophobia, and end the violence against our most vulnerable communities. If you want something, you had better make some noise. Though our families are resilient, we bounce back every time we're beaten or fall. But today is the beginning of a new journey for all of you. Whether you go to work full-time, transfer, or combine work and school, remember to engage in your communities as you are the individuals that will impact change, stop prejudice and racism, and create opportunities for all of us, including the most marginalized. The Anza faculty is sending you off proud of what you have achieved. We loved engaging you in teaching and learning and inspire you to be the best you can be. You have certainly inspired us, and we are grateful. Faculty, please stand to honor our students. Thank you. Graduates, please give a shout out to those that have facilitated, contributed, and shared knowledge, stories, empathy, and inquiry. Give a shout out to our faculty. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Thank you. We now come to the moment each of you has been waiting for. Cristina Espinosa Peeb, who is our Vice President of Instruction, will now introduce the divisions and their deans. Then introducing you, our graduates, will be Edmundo Norte, who's our Dean of Intercultural International Studies, and Wafu Lu, who's the chair of our Mandarin department.
Kathleen Lou Ireland. Jasmine Marie Montes.
For the Division of Applied Technologies, Dean Modi Faik.
Weston Lee Bollinger. Joseph Gabriel Rodriguez, Jr. Jonathan Feldman.
Michael Bui.
Jonathan Nguyen.
Gary Du.
Alexander Barrios. Emil Papke. Rafael Alvarez. John Thomas Rhodes.
Phát Wing Nguyen. Peter Nguyen.
Cody McElroy. Jason Kell.
For Biological Health Sciences, Dr. Anita Kandula.
Ashley Donovan. Constance Hogan Hout. Nita Shervani. Lena Zadeh.
Lucas Chen.
Bridget Beltran. Edmund Del Mundo. Angela Vakari. Rianne Gopez. Melody Reyes. Michael Rubalcaba. Sonakshi Khadka.
Chuck Lan Lay. Kate Huang.
Puya Amin.
Jeffrey Rayling Yan. Laura Tan.
Eileen Dolores Reyes. Juliana Palafox.
Steve Bow. Yan Wu.
Francesca Erica Vicente Wee. Briseida Barrios. Rebecca Marie Cohen. Samson Abai.
Tang Wing. Loin Wing.
For Business and Computer Information Systems, Dean Madi Fayik.
Anna Baxter. Renee Silva. Asha Alamin. Albert Macon. Johnson Mora. Arash Ragozak. Iob Abaye Kendoy. Sid Sukwani. Juliana Repunte. Monica Cam.
Karina Do.
Ulana Janelle Evans. Mebrat Tessagaber. Jasuli Lisbeth Gutierrez.
Amana Chen.
Faiza Ahmad.
Enven Ip.
Justin Aaron Pollard. Lara Sanchez. Enrique Camarillo Martinez. Michael Allen Warner. Michaela Renee Jimenez. Gustavo Silva.
Derway Lee.
Iliao Junior Moreno. Victoria Malolina. Vanessa Ofelia Hernandez Gagnon. Hailey Hayes. Baldir Kaur. Edgar Eduardo Lopez. Mohammed Kashif. Manmeet Singh. Bhuvesh Kaul. Javier Lewis. Alberto Sanchez. Carlos Mendoza. Danica Obian Angeles. William Dean Eggleston. Arnoldo Ivan Sanchez, Sainz Torres. Kiani Yui. Jaisha Encarnacion.
Ken Sandy.
Jocelyn Guadalupe Solorio Magaña.
And Nong.
Francisco Orozco Lopez. Christopher Gerhardt. Christian Guricki. Jessica Perez. Carolyn Rosser. Sissy Salazar. Michael Harrison. Heather Edwards. Yareli Hernandez. Carla Aguilar. Ishkaran Deep Kaur.
Tui Fan. Hui Xin Kwang. Lin Vong. Dang Wing. Yan Di. Twin Wing. Vin Wing.
Jewel Tucker.
Kit Dane.
Alexa Armamento. Samantha Salinas. Bianca Karampur.
Jacqueline Nguyen.
Bianca Bettina Blue Padilla de la Cruz. Raima Chaudhry. Dhruvanki Shaw. Ruby Martinez.
Dana Maria Chen.
Jorge Lopez. Daniel Cervantes. Oscar Acalá.
Michael Payne.
Raisa Nicole Hernandez.
Hui Fan. Tung Nguyen Minh Huang.
Justin Samuel. Alejandra Castro. Michelle Norris.
Nguyen Yun.
Nathan Tyler Bach. Josephine Shostet. Tim Wellen. Inez Cordoba Robin. Kasha Gabo. Lucas Jurashek. John Carlos Mejia. Rockman Gurung.
Dak Pham.
Gideon Ubaldo. Hedy Moaya. Juan Jose Ramirez Velasquez. Kevin Harrington. Chelsea Ann Lociani. Mauricio J. Romero. Natalie Torres. Carlos Mendoza. Meral De Arli.
Nancy Zhang. Antu Nguyen.
Saher Mansour. Brittany Rodriguez. Kelly Maureen Gamble. Asia Bookshire Whelan.
Annie Chen.
Leslie Marie Bueno.
Edwin. Yong Seo Yong. Anna Kim.
Evelyn Martinez. Edwin Cuellar. Carlos Perez.
Yao Hong Huang. Wei Fu Huang. Chao Hong Huang. Jia Hui Fan. Long Fei Li.
For Creative Arts, Dr. Nancy Cantor. Your yellow what?
Ismael Adrian Sandoval.
Oh, okay.
Samantha Vizcaya. Dominica Laukova. Nareen Arsenos. Michael Christopher DiLeonardo. Ariane Izadi. Juliana Michelle Tartar. Seth James Moreno.
Jia Rong Li. Jackie Huang. Shao Rong Chen. Jia Jing Li. Shu Juan Zhao.
Eric Ademir Almonte Barajas. Edith Arenas. Carissa Nicole Colon. Heather Moreland. Jocelyn Canty. Catherine Clinton. Jeff Badger. Edward Colton Machado. Nathan Cesar Mendoza. Alexandra Rosa Miller Garcia Henrik. Amanda Flowers.
Hong Xin Zhao.
Amaral Sanat. Enrico Caminiti. Sabrina Caminiti. Adriana Serna. Matthew Mullen. Matthew Tokeno. Jessica Balingit. Osvaldo Navarro.
Mickey Nina.
Anthony Becker. Alexander Espinosa Peeb.
For Intercultural International Studies, Dean Edmundo Norte.
It's okay. Oh, okay.
Brian Tatsuda.
For Language Arts, Dean Dr. Thomas Ray.
Alexandre de Grusilier. Mac Garcia. Jonathan North. Brian Sparks. Francesca Podevita. Ronnie Rachel Cohen.
Connie Nguyen.
Alex Noel Quinunola. Travis Warner. Leonilo Lopez Duran. Alexis Tovar. Annalie Perez. Cynthia? Cynthia Del Rio Sanchez. Graciela Juarez. Sarah Johnson. Carla Ibanez Rosas. Gabriela Sanchez Espinosa. Cassandra Michelle. Franceli Guadalupe Barajas.
Claudel Lay.
Can the graduate who dropped their money come back and get it? Somebody dropped their money.
It's the first alumni gift.
It's the first alumni gift to De Anza, otherwise. Okay, for liberal arts, Dr. Sheila White Daniels. All right, we'll just leave this up here.
Wendy Mivette. Maria Adelita Julia Jerome. Austin O'Gurry. Niaz Kazami. Flor Cisneros. Liseth Tapia. Jessica Liseth Ledesma Garcia. Denise Balus. Olga Cristina Garcia Navarro. Marisol Margarita Natividad.
Zilin Wang.
Jessica Lopez. Rebecca Hayes. Tanya Dimitrova. Evi Iftimura. Austin Hakpanah. Erica Zamudio.
Regina Bui.
Paula Rea Sanchez. Monique Sierra. Crystal Arevalo. Xavier Jauregui. Edgar Rafael Godinez Cisneros. Michelle Nguyen Bokusan.
Tao Lei.
Mia Xochitl Hernandez. Mary Rasuli. Naima Khalil.
Quang Wing.
Marco Monroy. Leandra Jade Van Kuren. Stephanie Denise Delgadillo.
Chisaki Hayashi. Chimpo Ling. Yun Fong Pang.
Sima Panahi. Pedro Barajas. Jasmine Silva. Maria Martinez. Elizabeth Gonzalez. Beverly Mellenbahn. Samantha Marie Perez Topete. Avi Mumkoherji. Layla Mohammed. Nicole Santana. Maximus Alexander Grisso. Alexandra Samantha Kranzler. Christiana Gatherer. Elizabeth Langdon Lassane.
Lee Ching.
Ariana Areola. Andrea Gonzalez. Sarah House. Socorro Itzayana Barrera Alvarez. Andrea Davina Jacobs. Alsafa Abdul Hamid.
Daniel Imahara.
Alicia Rabadon. Lisbeth Galvan. Alma Lorena Mora. Uleni Itamara Pineda.
Ling Tran.
Emoji Panu. Estefania Contreras. Leticia Reyes. Jennifer Palominos. Shasir Podell. Claudia Lopez. Gaurav Baga. Renee Leanne Torres. Kimberly Hope MacArthur. Danny Molinari.
Ha Nguyen. Ann Kong.
Liliana Rocio Cornelio. Viviana de la Peña Medina. Jennifer Beato. Francisco Maciel. Ignacio Biorato.
Hung Apple Doll.
Miriam Amadi. Estefania Romo. Saúl Almaraz.
Shibutani. Reno Miyaye. Noah Takahashi.
Yatsiri Ortiz.
Jacqueline Doe.
Areli Lopez Ibarra. Eric Edgardo Escobar.
David Yong Song Kim. Naoki Karashima.
Desiree Torres Mora. Janet Cedillo Rojas. Natasha Leah Cuyot.
Con Wing.
Florante Mojica III. Manuel Humberto Romo.
Manuel.
Romero. Karina Brito Duran. Courtney Owens. Crystal Roshinali Silva.
Nang Liang Song Xiaoyu.
Luis Farias. Viral Patel.
For physical education and athletics, Dean Colleen Lee Wheat.
Kashayar Yusufian. Daisy Cisneros. Michelle Figueroa. Alex Magana. Christian Borrego. Joshua Israel Brown. Alejandra Gutierrez. Mayra Nava. Wyatt Avila. Jonathan Gomez. Liliana Cruz. Jacqueline Rodriguez. Anthony Ramirez. Michelle King. Reynald Joseph Orduña Garcia. Andrea Diana Brizuela.
For physical sciences, mathematics, and engineering, Dr. Anita Kandula.
Audrey Wilkinson.
Jong Vu.
Luis Martino Murillo. Leo Navarro. Michelle Adina Kessler.
Dan Tran. David Lay. Thomas Shepard.
Alexandra Hafta Gabriel. Joshua Lay. Beatrice Smith. Meet Patel. Helen Colleen Obrero.
Crisanto Roy.
Karina Basilio. Trupti Mehta.
Lin Wing.
Jay Mehta.
Kelsey E.
Silver Teresa Rosales. Teddy Kabidi. Sherelle Smith. Cassandra Alvarado. Camille Custodio.
Truck Ball. Vu Chang.
Jeremy Lip. Abel Sanchez. Sarah Lindahl.
Hin Wing.
Dalia Portillo. Paula Yasmin Castro. Rianne Hernandez. Jennifer Marie Dutra. Katrina Garcia. Jui Sawata. Jasmine Riot.
Bing Nguyen. Tuyet Ni.
Charles Kelzer. Cristobal Osuna. Joel Rodríguez Villarreal. Petros Girmay Gebra.
For Social Sciences and Humanities, Dean Carolyn Wilkins Green.
For those of you who are in the last row, you'll get 2 degrees because of the heat.
Jason Ostrick. Ana Maria Encinas. Alicia Knight. Yesenia Garcia Morales. Tiana Bree Janae Conley. George Antonio Barajas. Monique Denise Gamboa. Eddie Gamboa. Joshua Armando Saldana. Jamar Hardesti. Maria Dolores Mendoza Guzman. Devin Magnon. Arjun Gadkari. Priyanka Amin Patel. Alfredo Flores. Alexander Benel de la Heran Doron. Angel Sanchez. Susana Danielle Ramirez. Jacqueline Ramos Flores. Jacqueline Garibay. Eric Horta. Jess Bruno. John Lee.
Darren King.
Anthony Aguilar. Colleen Beth Nielsen. Eric McNeil. Maria Ocampo, Jacqueline Okada, Allison Bulletin, Stephanie Ortiz, Tanya Soto, Gabriel Akim Niok, Essay Beyene,
Ken Wing.
Kyrie Joymino, Amy Guadalupe Sandoval Hernandez, Christine Osebella Marin Mejo, Jessica Leslie Viara Sanchez, Marta Gatquak, Melissa Ramanan, Miguel Magaña, Michelle Elise Deemer, Gabriela Jurado, Susana Hernández, Miriam Barrera, Brandon Farias, Valeria Cedillo, Leslie Mosco, Lida Desiree Hernandez, Gonzalez, I'm sorry. Lida Desiree Gonzalez, Morgan Coleman, Ana Laura Otazo Rodas, Janine Garnica, Marjorie Tudor, Mary Kate Humphreys, Asha Venkatesh, Stephanie Chavez, Michelle Valerie Kaiser, Sabrina Taher, Jesus Antonio Hoya, Christopher Krishan Rosalejos, Patrick Moran, Caitlin Taylor Ligadigit, Celia Guevara Parker, Brianna Shea Huss, Francesca Luis Francisco, Samantha Avelar, Franceli Zaragoza, Yesenia Edith Tafoya, Jessica Martha Mendez, Lisbeth Paredes, Edgar Rangel, Nathania Elizabeth Apple. Harpreet Sahota. Caitlin Duran Henry. Luis Gustavo Muria. Oscar Murguia. Javelin Rivera. Odessa Valles. Alejandra Ayala. Frank Ochoa. Rosalinda Moreno. Cynthia Martinez. Silvana Céspedes. Mayra Rosalia Estrada. Cristina Romero. Adam Espinosa. Mayra Lopez. Natalia Boskoboynik. Marina Kupurova. Marina Kupurova. Kapurova. Gracias. Leslie Jessica Contreras. Kimberly Ballard. Ryan Thomas. Yuma Guadalupe Pacheco Garnica. Michelle Lee Diaz. Tyreek Uriah Glosson. Trisha Ann Marie Smiley. Zara Izadyar. Long Vo. Brandon J. Martinez.
Jonathan Huen.
Vanessa Tapia. Daniela Rosa Medina Marqueda. Yasmin Ashuri. Joanna Eden Laney. Amanda Maciel. Desiree Bardejo. Ashira Garcia.
Envu Nguyen.
Marjorie Racho. Citlali Gomez Ochoa. Teresa Gámez de Pérez. Angelina Banda.
James Bond.
Laura Ashley Lopez. Laura Harro. Jessica Van Loan.
Hui Wu.
Samuel Reyes. Elizabeth Esquivel. Gabriela Arroyo. Kevin Aldana Rodriguez. Diana Lopez. Beatriz Aguilar. Gabriela Larios Silva. Iris Montiel. Elena Alvarez. Alan Romero. Brenda Vega. Tameen Mohammed. Tessin Kushal. Ami Tuakoy. Marcela Castro. Sandy Olivera. Cristian Barragan. Isaac Torres. Cynthia Chavez. Teresa Zasati. Ria Valverde. Jonathan Andrew Jenkins. Retina Soria Chaun. Regine Thomas.
Ling Tong.
Francisco Gonzalez. Anthony Macias. Eric Ortiz. William Soria. Mario Atet Bangato. Anais Torres Guzman. Vanessa Divina Perez. Alexandra Marie Morgan.
Xiong Xi.
You know, they didn't get the memo that if they left, they actually don't graduate. It's a heck of a thing. The vice president now certifies the degrees, and then we award them.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Foothill De Anza Community College District, I hereby certify that the De Anza graduating class of 2016 has completed the requirements for graduation as set forth by the California Community College Board of Governors.
And now, if all will rise. Those of you hiding in the trees, by the authority vested in me by the California Community College Board of Governors and the Board of Trustees of the Foothill De Anza Community College District, I confer the degree of Associate in Arts or Associate in Science on the class of 2016. Congratulations. Okay, there's this tassel thing. You actually get to move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboard. This has deep symbolic significance that we'll explain in an hour-long seminar later. I'd like to thank those in front of me for your patience and your endurance. Bless you. I believe we are done. Thank you.